Hey everybody, Mrs. K here with another art lesson. So this week we're talking about space, and we're going to talk about space in a couple different ways. One is size and one is placement. So what does that mean? Size depends on how big we're drawing the different objects, and placement is where we're putting them on our paper. And that becomes really important when we talk about space, because depending on how high you put it tells us how big it's supposed to be. All right, so we're going to do this by drawing cactuses. I'm going to just draw lines as placeholders at first so you can see where my cactuses are going to go. First, let's draw a horizon line. A horizon line, it's going to be about 3 or 4 finger spaces from the top, and it's a straight line here. This is going to be my sky. This is the ground. This is where we're going to draw our cactuses. My first cactus is going to be the biggest. It's going to be over on one side of my paper. It's going to almost touch my horizon line, and it's going to touch the bottom of my paper. My next cactus is going to almost touch the top of the paper, about the same distance here, or almost touch my horizon line. But it's only going to drop down a little bit. It's not going to touch the bottom of the paper. My last cactus is going to be the smallest. It's going to be about the same distance from my horizon line, but it's going to be super short. Think of this one as being half the size, this one as being half this size. So these lines are not cactuses. These lines are just placeholders for my cactuses. Think of them as skeletons for what is going to be my cactus. Let's draw the rest of the skeleton. Cactuses have arms. Our cactuses are only going to have about 2 arms each. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice that these arms are smaller than these arms too. And over here, 1, 2, much smaller. So far we've talked about size. Big, medium, small. Let's draw around our cactuses, kind of like bubble letters. So if these are skeletons, now we're going to draw the rest of the body. Watch what I do. I leave a little space on one side of the skeleton. I trace around. And I leave about the same amount of space between the line and the rest of my cactus. So now I have the skeleton and my cactus. Watch what I do with my whiteboard. I can either use my finger, or if you are using a piece of paper and a pencil, just use the eraser. I erase the skeleton. Now I have a cactus. Let's do it on the other ones as well. And last but not least, oh, this one's tricky to trace around. Awesome. So, size and placement. We can finish off the rest of our picture. We can add some maybe mountains in the background. You can add a sunset, and you can color it in if you'd like. But, oops, I erased part of my cactus. All right. So, objects that are closer to us are drawn bigger, and they're at the bottom of our paper. Objects that are halfway, say, or like a middle distance, are drawn smaller, and they're higher up on our paper. And objects that are very far away in the background are the highest up my paper. They're close to the top of my paper, and they're drawn very small and very thin. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.